live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. You have absolutely no idea what kind of a bumpy ride we are in for today. We'll get to the messy particulars in a moment, but rest assured, Betty Davis fans, buckle up. We're in for a bumpy ride. On the first tee in the 44th and next to last group is Brooks Koepka. And he will play with a 3-wood. Crosswind 20 miles or 20 yards right to left. And if you need to know anything else, the scoring average on the first hole today, which is played under par the first 2 days, is at 411 in day 3. And somehow he finds the center of the fairway, 167 yards to go. Now Lee Trevino. Both of these golfers one shot out of the lead. Trevino will play the driver 5 yards into the wind with that 20-yard crosswind from right to left. And he will find the center of the fairway, 158 yards to go. My name is Ron Juckett, and welcome to Retro Sports coverage of the third round of the Open Championship. If you were with us yesterday, then you will know that the golf gods smiled upon Royal St. George's in the Sandwich area on the delta of the River Thames in the North Sea to bliss the all-time greats with record-setting performances. Arnold Palmer, Camilo Villegas, all with 61s. Obviously, a major championship record. A smattering of 62s. There was scoring. There was good golf. But as we played the backside last night, the wind started to kick up. And oh my goodness, has the wind ever kicked up. But first, as a reminder of how we got here, here were the leading scores at the end of the first round. Dustin Johnson and Vijay Singh, 3 under 67s to open in heavy wind conditions. The course was playing normal. You don't want to put it in the rough here, though. It's just a hayfield. Julius Boros, George Archer, and Scotland's Jack White were 2 under, along with Tom Watson, who we saw in the feature round. 8 others were tied at 1 under. With yesterday's good scoring positions, however, scoring, as we said, flourished. Dustin Johnson in with the 65. He's at 8 under. Arnold Palmer shoots a major championship record 61. He's in at 8 under. Brooks Koepka and Lee Trevino, whose tee shots you've just seen, in at 7 under with 62s apiece. Rory McIlroy shoots a 6 under 64 to be at 6 under. George Archer just isn't going to go away. He is one of the others at 6 under. And there are 3 others. But today, the winds are howling and the rains of yesterday have dried out. This course is playing hard and fast and the wind is strong. Really, really strong. And so here is a live look at the leaderboard at 5 minutes after 12 Eastern Time. Koepka and Trevino are on the first fairway. Johnson and Palmer are the next to will be the last group out. You will see those rounds in their entirety. Peter Thompson, who you watched shoot a 65 yesterday, is somehow 1 under through 3, and that is Chichi Rodriguez at 6 under through 9 holes. But to get to that point, we played, at least watch Rory McIlroy play the first hole. He's in the third to last group out. And he double bogeyed the first hole. So he goes from 6 under to 4 under. What a difference some day makes. Let's take a look at this slide right here. Thursday, this par 70 course played to an average of 72.97. That's nearly 3 shots over par. Friday, with a full field, after the rainy conditions and a soft and forgiving course, just kind of like your mother, 68.06. 2 shots to par. You could really make up some ground yesterday. But today, with the hard conditions, the course playing hard and fast, the winds howling off the Irish or the North Sea, this place, after the cut, is playing at 73.51. An asterisk means that's the current score. That's 3.5 shots above par. Absolutely, positively amazing. And so, yes, I did get my ears lowered. And so that's the story as we go into our live coverage of the third round. This place has turned into a horror show overnight. And wow, I got to block somebody in the first 6 minutes. I'm thrilled to pieces. Anyway, so this place is going to be, yeah, you're famous too. This place is going to be a horror show today. I would think anybody who's finishing about 3 or 4 under par is going to be in wonderful shape going into tomorrow. This place has got teeth. Look, it cost me all my hair if you look at it real close. I actually had hair yesterday. Today I don't. Anyway, the wind is there. This is the type of Saturdays that ruin major championships. This is the weather that Tiger Woods would shoot an 80 in at Muirfield when he was trying for the calendar Grand Slam. As I said in the Open, buckle up. It's going to be a very bumpy ride. And Mike Martin says, golf like I do love it. We are in for quite a show today, gang. Second shot's coming. Kupka is going to have to aim this 15 yards right. It is much cooler with less air. He'll play the 9-iron short for the center of the green. Unfortunately, I can't make the slides in real time, so we'll read you scoreboards throughout the day. And Kopka will take that 7 days out of 6. He's got 30 feet for birdie. Now here's Trevino, 157. I'm going to play a knockdown 8. Trevino certainly has the game to win here, and so does Kupka. And this clash of errors. And Trevino lost that to the right. He's in the rough, but kind of in a walking path. That should be, I don't want to say an easy up and down, but there are worse places to be around the greens. So if Trevino can navigate the slope, this green actually slopes from front to back, pin in the back right here on 1. And we'll stay with this group as long as they're within 1 shot of the field. Now Trevino kind of chunked that. Going to have about 10 to 15 feet for par. Now Kupka from 25. Again, this is one of these days where you just don't mess with anything. You lag, you take your pars, you move on. He's within 2 feet. And Brooks is in with the par. Now Trevino, 11 and 36 chance. Good putt. Just missed. Just missed. At the moment, 2 back. So we go to the second. playing under par, so they might be able to get one back here. But look at that. You're into a 15-mile-an-hour wind, and that crosswind is 20 yards right to left. So Kupka with the driver in his hand, if he can get this over those pair of bunkers on the left and just put the ball in play. That's what this is. It's an ABC golf type of day. It has nothing to do with the banner behind me. Fairways, greens, 2 putts. Today is about survival. The background on is a bit louder. Okay. I might be closer to the mic. I haven't changed any of the settings. So that's all the same for the first few days. Kupka, 285. He clears the bunkers. Has 122 to the pin on the front left. Trevino. Driver, not as long as Kupka, will stay in the fairway, 129. Now Trevino up first. Distance-wise, he should be fine, but the right to left crosswind is 10. Pitching wedge. Get this one back while you can. A little hard, but it sticks. And he's got about 22 feet for birdie to get that one back. Now Kupka's going to be able to spin a wedge in here. 122. Green's going to slope from back to front. And he'll have an uphill putt from 18 feet or so. He doesn't like it, but I really think that's a good shot. He will have a run at birdie to get to 8 under. Trevino from 20 down a hill, a 1 in 6 chance. This is to get back to 7 under and 1 behind the lead of Palmer and Dustin Johnson. Just missed. That was a good effort, though. Now Kupka up the hill from 18, 7 in 36 chance. You think I'm doing that math in my head, you're nuts. This is for a tie up for the lead at 8 under par. Well, boxcars will do that for you, or snake eyes will do that for you. So at the moment, we got a 3-way tie as the last group heads to the first tee. So Dustin Johnson, 67-65, 1.577 putts per green in regulation is the best in the field. Birdied 1, 3, 4, and 7, 12, 13, and 14. Drop shots here 8 and 10. He will play with the driver. It's the first chance we've looked at Dustin in this championship. That crosswind is 20 yards from right to left. Oh, and he lost that well to the left. That shot was 50 yards off target. He is in the fescue. He is going to have an absolutely atrocious lie for his second. And now Arnold Palmer, who did not bogey yesterday. Arnold is in contention here for the 3rd time on this tour. Birdies at 1, 2, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, and 14, and pars the rest of the way. He will play with a 3-wood. He's had his chances at Augusta. He will rue the 11th hole at the U.S. Open, Wingfoot, forever. So this is his third bite on the cherry to try to win a championship. And he hit a good shot, but it bounced in the fescue on the right. Now first, here is Johnson. Going to try a 7-iron here. He thinks he can get it over the bunker. It's a warm day here in Sandwich, but the wind, oof. The sun is out, the course is baked. And he put it in the deep bunker. He hit a good shot, but he hit it probably too hard. Now Palmer is in that fescue as well. 163. He'll go with a 7-iron. I think he can get it up over the bunkers. Just put it on the green and see what can happen. He found the middle bunker. And so all they can do is lob. Bobby Jones, by the way, has birdied the 6th. He is at 8 under. And this group is 2 shots clear of Sam Snead, Peter Thompson, George Archer, and Lee Trevino. That's why we aim for them. Yep. We'll pick up Bobby Jones on the 7th hole. Palmer won't be all that happy with that lob shot. Did not get any roll, and he's going to have about 40 feet for par. Let's see what Johnson can do here on the first. And Dustin will stay and share the lead with that beautiful bunker shot. Just to tap in par. Palmer will lag. Take your bogey. There's going to be plenty of those today. I still think 5, 6 under is going to be, might be even be in the lead by the time that we're done. He would have made it too. Oof. Good putt. So an opening 5 for Palmer, 1 back. And now Johnson, 3 feet for par. And everybody's on the course with a 3-way tie of the lead. Good morning, DJ John. How are you, Mr. Marichich? So we're going to play Bobby Jones. He's 3 under through 6 on this unbelievably difficult day. Or not. Jones, by the way, birdied the 7th hole. He is now solo leader at 9 under. We'll try to get Bobby on before the next hole. The 3rd, playing 240 and at 336 from the stroke average. Yep, Balding, the Canadian up there for sure. So Kupka needs 20 yards and a 10-yard crosswind. So he's going to have to do this with a 2-iron. One back. And I'm not sure you can even get it there. That landed on the green and bounced into the rough. Now Trevino. Three wood. He will not be able to get it there, but a driver's too much club. And he'll be playing out of the rough. Merrimax. So Trevino from the rough. You're going to try to go past the hole, 2-tier green, land it on the fairway and hope to. Yeah, that's it. And he chunked it. You could see the grass wrap itself around the hosel of the club. And Trevino has 20 feet for par. He bogeyed one of the first 2 holes. Now Kupka. Better lie. Easier shot, I would think. But again, the hay wrapped around the shaft, and Kupka has about 10 feet for par. Now Trevino from 19 feet. A 1 in 6 chance to salvage a par and stay 1 over on the round. Nope. And even the merriest of people are going to start to fume, giving away another shot. Now Kupka. This is to stay 1 back. Bobby Jones just took the lead. He's now at 9 under. A 7 in 18 chance here to do so from 11 feet. You do that, you win majors. What a clutch putt from Koepka. All right, now, I don't know why we're supposed to be doing this. So we go back to the second. Dustin Johnson 1 back. Palmer 2 back. It's a driver hole all the way, and look at that, right to left at 20 yards. So Johnson just aims it right at the right side. That ball will swing over those bunkers, and he hopes not to land him in there. Well, the good news is he's not in the sand. The bad news is he's 102 yards in the middle of that hayfield. Super Bowl tournament, how are you? And now Palmer. Palmer can find the fairway here. He might be able to get that birdie back. Or bogey. Yeah, take that bogey off the board that he put on the first hole. Oh, that's long. Oh my goodness, is that long. How about 330 yards long? He's got 73 with a wedge in his hand, and Palmer should be in good shape to get this close to get back to 8 under. Now Johnson out of the fescue. "102 yards. Going just past the hole. Green slopes from back to front. I think he'll take that. He should be able to get up and down from there. Now Palmer, about a yard past the hole is where he's looking. Get this close. Make your birdie. Get back. Get this close. Make your birdie. And get 1 back. Johnson has got to hit a little delicate little chip. But up and down saves his bacon. Yeah. You can tell he's one of the best golfers of the current time. He just didn't even blink. So Palmer 4 feet away to get this birdie back. Yep. So Palmer back to within 1. He bogeys 1, birdies 2. And now Johnson to tap in for par. So the last group of the day is level through 2, and I really do think that at the end of the day, level is as sexy as a 61. All right, we're going to be on, I'm sure, for another hour and a half at least or so. So join us if you can. If not, you can watch it on demand. We go to the 8th hole. Sam Snead is 7 under through 11. And that's the only change. He's in the solo 5th at the moment. We go to look at the 8th hole for the first time today, playing dead into the wind. It's playing 4/10 of a shot over par. And the wind is 30 yards into the face off the tee. So Jones, if he hits his 280, he's hit a whale of a shot. Crowd likes it. Would you believe that? He hit a driver and it only went 256. This is also going up 10 yards. So those bunkers are not even going to be in play. Vajegas shot the 71 or the 61 rather yesterday. His drive in the rough. The second, he's got to play out to the edge of the fairway. So back to Bobby Jones, 195, right at it. And he's going to have to hit a 6-iron, and that still won't be enough. Par would be a fantastic score. Jones keeps it out of that bunker on the right. He is technically on the green, about 25 feet away. Vajegas is at 2 under. He's making butcher in this one. Still in the rough. Pitch for par. About 6 feet. All right, Jones, 24 feet. It's a flat green. He'll lag it. His chances of making it are the same. And this is to get to 10 under par and a 2-shot lead. Didn't hit it hard enough. He's got 3 feet. Vajegas falls to 1 under. And Jones remains at 9 under. Now back to 4. Our first look today. Oh my gosh, this hole is playing half a shot over par. And the reason why, the distance minus 35. That's a 35-yard headwind. So they have to hit it over that horrifically tall bunker and hope they can find the fairway. Koepka is long, but 280 is the best he can do here unless he somehow just hits something absolutely magical. Right. That is right. That is short. And Koepka is now hoping that's not a 6. He will not be able to get on this green in 2. And remember, this is a par 4. Trevino, now at 5 under. He hits his drivers a little lower than Koepka. But again, he is just desperately trying to get this on some short grass. He found the hill, and I doubt it. So both of these players are going to be lucky to make par. Koepka just goes with a 7-iron. Just put this in play. He does. So he lies 3 with 131 to the pin. Trevino 7 iron. Already 2 over through 3 holes. Has 116 to get up and down for par. Third shot for Brooks. He's going to play this 145 yards. Strong pitching wedge. And he lost it to the right. Doesn't find a putting surface. Wow, Trevino. Just going to hit a pitching wedge. These are the rounds that crush your soul. And he'll have 30 feet for par. Kupka will play the putter. Gonna have to lag it. He's gonna lose a shot here. And it's a 2-footer for bogey. Trevino will give this a run. Barely missed. Good putt, but barely missed. And he falls to 4 under, 3 over through his first hole 4. There was an 11 over 81 today, by the way. So we'll drop Kupka and Trevino in a moment, and we'll stick with this group and the leader, Bobby Jones. Palmer, two iron. Actually, he's going 3-wood. And he hit it too hard. He can't believe it. He honestly can't believe it. The wind died when he hit the shot just enough. And so what looked good off the tee hits the green too hard and rolls about 45 feet in the rough. Two iron for Johnson. Finds the green, gets a roll, it'll settle back. But 45 feet, 2-putt that for par. And hang on there. Now Palmer is going to need to pitch onto a green that slopes away from him. Oh no. Slams his club on the ground. 20 feet for par. Now DJ, 47 feet, 2-putt lag coming here. And even that's going to test you. He's got 4 feet left. Palmer going to give this a run from 21 feet. Relatively flat putt. Let's see if he's got the speed figured out. How did he miss that? How in the world did he miss that? Back to 7 under, 2 back. Now DJ. This is to stay within 1. And this isn't dead. But he'll take it. So Bobby Jones by 1 over Dustin Johnson, 2 over Sam Snead, Peter Thompson, Brooks Koepka, and Arnold Palmer. And a reminder that we're with you tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific for hopefully the conclusion of the Open Championship right here live on twitch.tv/Retro Sports Network or next day coverage on YouTube. Noon Eastern tomorrow, Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, right here on Retro Sports Network. So we go to the ninth playing downwind and right around par for Bobby Jones. A relatively short hole. That pin is cut back left. 10-yard crosswind left to right. Jones is going to play with the 2-iron. And he loses it to the left. And we'll have to hit that out of the fescue. That's not good. Computer playing Vajagas. 150 in the rough. So back to Bobby Jones. Hit it 8-iron and hope. Get this near the green. Oh, yeah. Okay. What a shot by Bobby Jones. 20 feet. Potentially a par, a birdie out of that rough, and he would go to 10 under. And Vajagas, what a shot by Camilo. He's got 10 feet. Now Jones will lag this. His chances of making it are pretty close either way. Don't make a bogey. Do, however, make yourself a tap in for par. Now Vajagas to get back to 2 under. Nope. So we go back to 4. And there's no changes. Kupka, Pard, Balding in at 5 under. Tom Watson making a late run at 5 under. Boros, Thompson, and Archer are all at 6 under. Now Johnson into the teeth of that 35-yard wind with the hole playing left to right with a 5-yard push. And Johnson lost it on the mound. And so he's going to have a hard time getting up and down to salvage his par. Palmer, same shot at 7 under. This hole is now playing to a stroke average today, ladies and gentlemen, of 4.51. So more than half the field has made bogey or worse here at the 4th. And Palmer finds the fairway. Amazing. Now Johnson. Get your 7-iron in there. Just play it. It's all you can do. If it keeps on the fairway, he could get close to salvage par. And it's technically in the fairway. Roll to the left, but he'll take it. He got it out of the hay. Now Palmer, 240. Going to have to play a 2-iron. 30, the wind is blowing so hard he had to back away from the shot because it's blowing right in his face. But he finds the green and a 2-putt par, and I mean, look, it's just like going to your toddler and taking candy. Now Johnson. pitching wedge. He just wants to get this in the area code. A little hard. Less than 30 feet, and he'll have a decision if he's going to go for his birdie or for par or take a 2-putt bogey. Palmer isn't going to play around here. He's going to go for the leg, get your par, and move on. He got too cute with it. These greens are fast. 5 feet coming back for par. Now Johnson has a flatter putt. He's going to try for the par. 27 feet. To stay at 8 under. And 1 back of Bobby Jones. Not bad. Not bad. 3 feet. Here's Palmer. 5 feet for par. A 4 and 18, a 2 and 9 chance here of missing the putt. Never fear. Arnie's here. Now Johnson for bogey. This is to go 2 back. Eddie makes it. So Johnson 1 over. Palmer 1 over. And they trail Bobby Jones by 2 shots as Bobby starts the backside. I'll be back in a second. You're going to see the screen here. I'm going to try to get some things changed around. 1 second. All right, got it on the first try. So the 10th hole, 415 yards. And again, 30 yards into the face of the championship players off the tee. So Bobby's just going to take his driver and see what he can do. Uh-oh, that's left. Then the marshals go out and find his ball. He's got 154 in the hay. Vajegas finds the short stuff. Tells you just how hard those greens are. That was a good shot by Vajegas, and he still bounced it about 30 feet past. Now Jones from 153. This is one of those hit and hopes. He's got a 7-iron in his hand. It all depends on how much grass is around the ball. And the answer is he's on the green. So Jones sweats this one out. The 10th today, playing at 4.35. Jones is not going for this from 51. You take your par and you move on. Although he leaves himself 5 feet short. These players are starting to look as crispy as the fairways. Vajegas taps in for his par. Jones, it's going to make this putt, I would think. 30 and 36. 5 and 6 chance he makes it. And when you roll doubles, you are. And so Jones still leads by 2. So our first look at the downwind short 419-yard par 4, and it's still playing a quarter shot under par. And Palmer is going to play a 6-iron. Sam Snead will pick him up. He is at 7 under, 2 back, as he will play the 14th hole. Actually, we'll wait to see. So that's the leaderboard at the moment. Danny Willett playing himself into contention too. Right side, right shot. So Palmer, 193. Six iron for Dustin Johnson. The key is you don't want to overhit it with the way these fairways are measuring out. And he underhit it. Oh my goodness, he's got 218. Waiting for the train to get to your car, Tribe fan. How are you in Cleveland this morning? Johnson, 218 to get home. I'm going to go with a 7. And he misses it to the left. And good luck getting up and down from there. Palmer, 193. 9 iron. No. Choke 8. Gotta run. Yeah. Hopefully Dave's doing well. Thanks, John, for watching. Glad to have you along. Tribe fans going to be doing a Rockies game. Oh, aren't the Rockies in Cleveland right now? Did I read that right? No, because that would be different divisions. And look at this for Arnold Palmer. 18 feet, center of the green. And don't feel like you got to be silent in the chat. If I don't want to, I'm at least looking over. Dustin Johnson, 20 yards up the hill. And that pin is pretty much cut by a knob. Oh, so you're doing the 18 Rockies and the 16 Indians. All right, I got it to run just a little bit. He's got 7-8 feet for par rather. And now here's Palmer, 17 feet to get to 8 under and 1 back of Bobby Jones. He's got a 5 and 18 chance of doing just that. Little hard. 3 feet. And now Johnson, 7 feet for par. 23 and 36. And since 23 is a prime number, you can't reduce that fraction anymore. And you won't hear that type of talk on a Fortnite stream. He'll do it. He'll do it. He'll make the par. And now Palmer, 3 feet to stay at 7 under. Yeah, you betcha. So there through 5. We go to the 11th for Bobby Jones. Oh, my gosh. Well, it's playing 239. It's playing 25 yards downwind. So a 6 iron here. Good luck. The only bunker you really got to worry about is that one on the front right. But being downwind, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Whole stroke average today, 318. Good shot for Jones. 20 feet. For Jagus. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? He hit it what you thought would be right, a 4 iron, but it bounced 60 feet past the hole and into that schmuck. Now Vajagas. Didn't hit it hard enough. Just so hard to get it right. Jones is looking. Now he's going to lag it. And the reason why, if you look up there where it says putting chart 1, the go and in is 4 and the lag and in is 4. There really is no reason to be aggressive with a putt. This is for a 3-shot lead. Just left it. And the 2-footer is there. Now Vajega's 13 feet for par. And he just missed. He'll go to level. So we go to the 6th. Oh. And you're losing 20 yards off the tee. The maiden. 2-tier green. Koepka is back to 8 under through 7, so we'll pick up that group. Or at least Koepka, our next swing through by. Arnold with a 7 iron. 184. 25, huh? Wow. 6 iron. The wind keeps changing. That bunker in front is going to be, could catch this one. That is a good shot. It's not on the putting surface, but he's not in the sand. Johnson. 6 iron. Losing it right. Oh no. Good luck. All right, as Johnson surveys his second here on 6. The green slopes away from him. But the key is he's got to hit it hard enough to get out of the rough. He does. That's actually not a bad shot. So 5 feet for par. Palmer actually is going to take the putter here. From 33 feet. 2 putt this, take your par, move on. That's how you do it. Now Johnson, 6 feet. This is to stay at 7 under and 2 back. Yep. If, and it's a big if we get a playoff, it'll be 9 holes. Okay, we're not going to the full 18, but we would do a 9-hole playoff Monday night at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. So a 9-hole playoff, we would play the back 9 in its entirety, and if we need to, any sudden death would start at 1 and move its way through. So that's, if necessary, Monday night at 7:30. To the short 12th, the shortest hole on the course, crosswind 10 yards left to right, and Bobby Jones is going to hit a 3-wood. And that works out quite nicely. He's on the fairway. Vajegas with a 3-wood to the right of Jones, but again in a position to pick up a shot. Now Jones can spin this wedge. The green slopes right to left and downhill. So Jones wants to leave it about a yard to the right, let it go in, and hopes he can get to 10 under. Kind of like that. So about 4 feet for birdie for Bobby Jones. And now here's Vajegas. Oh, he hit it a little thin. He hit that just right, but he didn't give it enough. That's kind of like a John Wooden thing. Go fast, but be slow. The jag is from 19 feet, 1 and 6. And he leaves it 3 feet short. Jones from 5 feet. This is to get to 10 under. And he does. And so Bobby Jones now leads by 2. To the 8th hole, our first... Oh, actually, I think we've seen 8. Playing at 445. Kupka, 2 back. It's one of these hit and hopes. And he somehow reached the level of the bunkers. Really? He gets on there with a 1-5? Wow. And so he's in the rough. He'll have an I'm not sure lie coming out. Trevino. Computer's playing him now. His drive went 239. And his 3-iron will find... No, it'll bounce off the green into the rough. So Kupka... I don't think he can get it there. He's aiming center of the green. Here, you want to take this coffee cup? Thank you. And this is one of those hit and hope things. Oh, I think he'll take that. He got it on the fairway. And from that line, that's a good shot. 40 yards. He's going to hit it up the hill and hope. Oh! 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 That had a little bit of fire left on it. And he leaves it 5 yards past. He's got 15 feet for par. Now Trevino. $14 feet. 7 and 18 chance up the hill to remain 2 back. And he leaves it short. For 14 feet for par. Nope. So we'll drop Kupka on the next rotation. To the 7th hole, the par 5, and it's still playing under par. So only 2 par 5s, and Palmer is going to play the driver. If you're going to make a 3, this is the one to do it. And he's not only on the fairway, he hit it 330. He should be able to get home in 2. It's straight downwind. DJ with a controlled driver. Does it stay in the fairway? Yes, it does. He hit that 350. He is long, long, long. And now Palmer, 276. He's going to play a 5-iron. He's going to intentionally leave it short. But as fast as this course is playing, I bet he'll get that yardage. Really didn't get what I thought he would. Didn't really get much roll, but he's on in 2, and so a 2-putt birdie would make him 8 under. Johnson is 257. Going to play a 5-iron. How about that? He's got a kick-in eagle. Dustin Johnson, about 5 feet away. So Palmer's thinking about it. Nope, you take your birdie and move on. Dustin Johnson is 5 feet to go to 9 under. For a rare eagle. This isn't dead. And he blows it 4 feet past the hole. He got too excited. Takes a couple deep breaths from 4 feet. All right. 2 back. And same for Palmer. So Bobby Jones somehow is 5 under through 12 holes. Palmer and Johnson in these tough conditions are 2 back through 7. And now Jones going downwind here at the 13th, 459. Today playing about 470. Three wood. Trying to oh, that's in the fairway. In the fairway. You're trying to avoid those stoplight style bunkers there. You don't want to go too long and thread it in between the 4 and the driving length. Fajagas. That found the rough. All right, Jones from 175. Full-on pitching wedge. Bobby's between clubs here. This may be one of the greatest rounds you're ever going to see because this course is playing unbelievably difficult. And Bobby Jones has about 5 feet to go 6 under on the day. You know what, guys? That right now is 9 shots better than the field. Fajagas out of the rough finds the putting surface. And from 22 feet, he's going to go for this. And make his par. Bobby Jones, 5 feet. This isn't dead. But Bobby Jones, especially if the weather is terrible again tomorrow, just might have this wrapped up today. The only thing I can say as we head to the 8th hole for Palmer and Dustin Johnson is that Johnson and Palmer, who are both very long off the tee, are going to make the turn to home and be playing shots downwind. And it's a lot easier to go downwind than it is upwind. So Palmer will give this a wrap. I don't think he can reach those bunkers on the right. And the 8th is playing still about half a shot over par. Well, he did reach the bunkers on the right, and he's got 168 to get home. I'm not being paid to think, I'm being paid to narrate. I owe you an email, Big Clue. I haven't forgotten about you. Well, fine, be that way. Dustin Johnson can do that. They have seen Bobby Jones's score posted, and they are kind of beside themselves that anybody and that in this wind can tear apart a golf course. Johnson in good shape. 172. You know, as a kid, Ricky, let's do Johnson's shot first. 20 yards in. He's not worried about the 5 left or right. 171. Knocked down 7-iron. You know what I would have done as a 9-year-old if NBC had put on a triple header on a Saturday? My mother would have thrown me out of the house. That's what she would have done. With good reason. I'm glad it looks bad. I was watching the Red Sox game last night. Looked like your average beer league softball game. He goes over the flag, but he's on the putting surface, and that's all he really cares about. Palmer, 168. 8-iron. Aren't they in Chicago today? I think they're in Chicago. No one envies that. No, that's true. Yeah, the game's in Wrigley. And Palmer leaves himself about 20 feet. Johnson's a 2-putt lagger here. And Hendricks, there was some good outings yesterday. Now Palmer from 19 has a 1 and well, he's got a 9 and 36 chance. Don't ask me to do math. Just short. Now Johnson for par. Yeah, he makes it. So they stay at 8 under. And so we're not going to worry about Brooks. It's taking too long as it is. Ron does the hard work behind the percentages, makes you see on CBS. Kupka at the moment is 8 under on the turn. Every time we play Brooks, though, he sucks. So Bobby Jones is up by 3 shots over Kupka, Palmer, and Dustin Johnson. And so this is now into the wind on the 14th. But a par 5. As a Tiger fan who was not a big fan of the cupcake, I second that. Control drive for Jones. There is water there if he goes too long, and so we don't want that. And he puts it into the rough. Would that have gone to the other card? What is it, a double 5? No, you wouldn't have. But 266 in the rough, but he should be able to find the fairway. And Villegas misses. Down the second shot down the right side here. Is pretty much all out of bounds if you miss the fairway right. Villegas is just going to put this back into play. He does. All right, Bobby Jones, 266. He's kind of in no man's land here. We don't know until he hits it. So he's going to aim it over the bunker. And hopes he gets a good line out of this rough. He won't know until he hits it. He got a good shot out of there. Oh my goodness. Bobby Jones doing his best Jerry Reed impression, because when you're hot, you're hot. Now Vajegas is third. He puts it over the fair. There. Now Vajegas is still his turn. His third. Stay. All right. 20 feet for birdie. All right, Jones. Green has a ridge right down the spine and slopes towards the hole. So Jones trying to get this close to get a birdie. How about 3 feet for birdie? 19 feet for par for Vajegas. Nope. He goes to 1 over. Jones to get to 12 under par. Even with a 2-4 roll. So Bobby Jones is 7 under. He has birdied the last 3 holes. In the chat, they're talking about Mike Trout and his baby. And so maybe Trout will name the baby girl after the previous greatest Angel outfield in history, Salmon. So it'd be Salmon Trout. We'll be here all the week. Please tip your waitress. And please try the veal. Tim Salmon. Did I say Jeff? Anyway. 9th hole, and finally this last group gets one downwind. Don Baylor might have an argument with you too. Alright, Arnold Palmer, 289 is the landing spot. You can't go too long. Aim it to the left, 2 iron. He hits it to the right. He lost it in the rough. And I'm not sure. Got 130. Three iron for Dustin. And that's a textbook shot. 141 left. And the wind is blowing so hard you can spin a wedge in there. Pin on that slope. He's going right at it. Oh, I got a commercial after this. I got a break. Anyway, 18 feet, a good shot for Johnson. This hole is playing right about par, where it's played all week. Now Palmer trying to spin this in from 129. Won't find the green, will find the fairway, and he should be able to putt. He's going to look. That's on the 4 putting chart. He's going to chip. A yard to the right. Tap in par for Palmer. Dustin Johnson, 17 feet. This is to go to 9 under. He's got a 1 in 4 chance. Two-putt par. And somehow this group has played the front side at level. Now Palmer for par. And so that's the front side of this course. Hope you are enjoying. We'll be back for the second 9 holes right after you watch this message. Never have sleepy people at Dunkin' Donuts make your coffee for you. Oh my God, this is terrible. So the story of this third round is what you see there under the 70 on the right. The scoring average when we started, oh yeah, it's terrible. When we started this round was 73.51. With the best golfers on the course and Bobby Jones just tearing the joint apart, it's dropped to 73.22 or 3.22 shots over par. Bobby Jones is 7 under as he heads to the 15th tee. Julius Boros and Brooks Koepka are within 4. Boros 3 under on the round. Not that I know of, Big Clue. Dustin Johnson and Arnold Palmer, who we are watching, are even. Al Balding shot a 66. Chi Rodriguez a 69. But Bobby Jones is in the driver's seat. And let's start to walk him home. To ask. So Jones into the wind, but a 25-yard crosswind right to left. And so the scoring average here is 439. We don't have a Wendy's nearby. And Ricky likes a Wendy's maple syrup sandwich. So driver in the hand for Jones. He is playing maybe one of the best rounds of all time. And he will find that bunker at 203. The pin is in the center of this green. And that right side is a false front. Good luck. Vajegas just slammed that one to Cleveland. Oh my goodness gracious. So Jones, 203. Going to have a 5-iron in his hand. He hopes to hook it onto the putting surface. But remember, as he plays the 15th hole, he has a 4-shot lead. Well, he missed to the left. If you're going to miss, that's the side to do it. And now Vajegas. He overcooked it, and it rolled all the way in the rough. And he chunks his pitch shot, and so he's got 30 feet for par. Now Jones, he's looking here. He can putt this. He's going to chip it. The pin sits pretty much on top of a knob. And the idea is just to get this close, get your par, and move on. Or hole it. One inch for Bobby Jones. Here's Vajegas from 25 feet. And he leaves it 4 feet short. Bobby Jones always struck Big Clue as the Christy Mathewson of his sport. I would think that would be pretty accurate. Although Bobby lived a long time. Yeah, as you said, minus the early death. Robert Trent Jones is in full control here of the Open Championship. He makes par on 15. So Arnold Palmer, 30 yards into the wind, makes the turn with a driver in his hand. He is 4 back with Dustin Johnson. And him and Dustin really are in the best shape to make a run coming home. Palmer misses the fairway to the left. He's got 148. The wind, by the way, took 36 yards off that shot. Winnie, on one of the reruns. And Johnson finds the fairway. It's a 295. Wow. In good shape. Now Palmer is going to hit a 9 here. Just get this on the surface. Oh, yeah, I'm not reading that out loud, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a family stream, Brad. And Palmer leaves it on there. He's got 30 feet. It did not get much of a roll, but from that lie in the middle of the hayfield, Palmer's going to have 2 shots at par here. Now here's Johnson. The wind is blowing so hard he cannot spin this in. Full sand wedge. You're busy. We'll get to a recount here in a moment, but rest assured that if you're a Bobby Jones fan, you are going to be glued to twitch.tv/retrosportsnetwork tomorrow, because Bobby Jones is giving a command performance for the ages in this windstorm. Oh, and so DJ, that rolled 3 yards past, but he's going to have that up the hill for birdie. Palmer's not going to get cute with this. Take your par and move on. Now DJ to get to 9 under. 23 and 36 chance. And this is to get within 3 of Jones. And so somehow Dustin Johnson is now under par. And so if you like our baseball stuff, our next scheduled game is Tuesday at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Kansas City Royals and Texas Rangers from Arlington, a battle for first place in the American League West. Noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. That is 10 Mountain Time. Live on twitch.tv/retrosportsnetwork and this week on YouTube. So the last par 3 awaits Bobby Jones. 20 yards into the wind. Straight in his face. He is 12 under par. Jones's last bogey came on the 10th yesterday. Since then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is 12 under par since the 11th tee yesterday. Eight iron. Right at it. Oh, and that will go in the deep bunker. That will go in the deep bunker. We'll watch Vajegas' shot from Mr. Waterfield's Earl Weaver Amiga League. 87 Twins 5, 84 or 82 Brewers 4. Gaetti all 5 RBI, the Grand Slam homer. 83 Orioles, 6. 76 Angels, nothing. That's a strange choice for the Angels. Boddicker, 3-hitter. 72 Astros down to 94 Expos, 7, 5, and 10. Lee May with a walk-off 2-run homer. And now to the travails of Bobby Jones. Going to lob this. Let's see how much of the life of Riley is with Mr. Jones. Well, that's actually not a bad shot. 11 feet for par. Dustin Johnson is his closest pursuer. Kupka at 8 under. Boros and Thompson at 7 under. George Archer 6 under through 12. And Vijay Singh -5. So Dustin Johnson's just kind of waiting. All right, 11 feet. One in 4 chance here. Just missed. So his first bogey in a full round. How many code wheels have you gone through, Mr. Waterfield, just to make that work? Jagus makes his par. So Jones drops to 11 under. And as Dustin Johnson hits the 11th tee, the lead is 2. Now, this is playing downwind 25 yards at 239. So it's a knockdown 6-iron for Johnson, who's trying to cut the lead to 1. And he'll take that 18 feet. Oh, did we get somehow a cracked version? What is this code wheel you talk of? Six-iron for Palmer. The copy protection for Earl Weaver Baseball had a code wheel. And so it would say, all right, what's the seat ticket number for row 36 at Memorial Stadium seat 5? And you would spin things around and it would give you a number like 47874. And you'd enter that on the keyboard and it would let you play your game. And if you got it wrong, you had to set it up all over again. Not that I'm bitter or anything 30 years later. Not at all. Palmer puts it on the green. Not a great tee shot, but a 2-putt par is just fine. 52 feet, gonna lag this one. And he leaves it 3 feet for par. Now Johnson has 18 feet to make this a one-shot round. I bet you could find a PDF for that, Big Clue. So Johnson, this is a big putt. This would make him 2 under on the day. And he got a little bit excited and he mashed it 4 feet past. 4 feet for par. All right, no harm, no foul, and he still beats the field by almost 2/10 of a stroke. Palmer from 3 feet. And we go to Jones on 17. Villegas will hit first. Nearly 40 yards into the wind. Wow, you never needed it? Your games had it open every... Wow. All right, Jones for the driver. There really is no reason not to go with it. Kupka has parred 12. Archer 7 under through 13. But Johnson and Jones is who we're and Palmer is who we're concentrating on. And as we said, the lead is 2. So 280 off the tee from Bobby Jones, and he's got 154. Oh, well. Just formatted discs and had full editing access. Oh! So what was the game written in? C? C++? Or is it assembly? Vajegas. Oh, what a shot from Camillo. 6 feet. All right, Jones, 153. It's going to go right to left at 5. And he's going to lose 15. So he's got to play this a 9-iron. And even that won't get there. Knock down 8. And hope. Yeah, that's the problem. He hit it too hard in between clubs, and he was trying not to overhit it, and he hit that one just perfect. And he's going to have a tough up and down to stay at 11 under par. It's a side he'll lie here. He can get it on the green, and let's just see how soft his hands are, because this one requires the touch of a mom and a baby at a diaper changing table. Yeah, you need to have a friend in common with me to do that. I think I can do that for you, though. Well, Mom got a little frustrated there. He's got 15 feet. That's what happens when you have all those women in bikinis that want to friend you. They tend to want your password. Jones now is 14 feet. 1 in 4 chance here. This is a tricky putt. And after going full steam for nearly 25 holes without dropping a shot, he needs 14 feet to not leak more oil. And he almost made it. So he's back to 10 under. This is still a remarkable round. And Vajegas missed his 5-footer for birdie. No, not one of those at all. So the 12th hole, minus 20 yards. Johnson going to take out the driver. Jones's score has been posted, so Johnson knows what he has to do. Right. And that's miss it 50 yards to the right. Palmer. Shows you how it's done. What a duel tomorrow. Whoever Bobby's paired with, whether it's Johnson, Palmer, or Kupka. Again, this is one of these shots for Dustin, and it really depends on how much grass there is hugging that ball. If he can get mostly ball, it should be a good shot. Down the hill, sloping away from Johnson here on the pitch. Well, par will be all right. A little too much ball, but not horrible. Palmer can go right here. Oh, and Arnold nailed it to the right. It doesn't go down the slope. So Dustin, 2-putt for 40. Get your par and move on. 3 feet. A little more than what he wants, but that'll work. Palmer, this is to get within 1. A 5 and 18 chance. Just missed. Now Johnson for par. Kupka is at 9, and we'll pick him up after Bobby Jones is done. So Johnson is at 9 under, and we go to 18. But first, a new slide for today. Next Friday night, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. If the game is released, we will show you Action PC Hockey 2020 virtual unboxing. We'll show you how to install it. We'll show you how to mod it. We'll show you the change. So that's Friday night. That is the expected release day, the last day of July. If that changes, we'll obviously do it the night the game comes out. But right now, I think from the email, it says Friday night at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And for those of you in Canada, for those of you rooting for the Oilers in Edmonton, that will be 5 p.m. Mountain Time, or as I say, 8:30 in Newfoundland. So that's what we got for you Friday night. Action PC Hockey 2020 virtual unboxing. You're going to see it before the playoffs begin. There's a Wendy's in the next. That's harsh talk coming from Burlington. It's fitting that not only do we have to have a global pandemic to have the Habs make the playoffs, but our playoff series is going to be in Toronto, of all places. Vajegas off the tee, and he can find that bunker. 316. Burlington has more than one blowhard, apparently. Trust me, I am not a millionaire or a billionaire, okay? 20-yard crosswind left to right. Jones with the driver, but he'll play it controlled. And that pin is in the back. And there's out of bounds in the back. And after a couple shaky drives, he puts that one right down Broadway at 184. 287 off the tee. 184, 15-yard crosswind. And a 7-iron. Oh, you're a Leaf fan. I'll be nice to you anyway. That's my 94-year-old granny behind the wheel. She lived in Pasadena. The terror of Colorado Boulevard. I'm not singing that one. You got me to sing last night. The stakes here are too high. So Jones just trying to get this on the putting surface. You think 18 is tough? It's playing to a stroke average of 443. And Bobby Jones has just hit the shot of his life. He has about 8 feet from above the hole, so it'll run a bit. But Bobby Jones has just done the extraordinary. Now Vajegas. A good shot, it's on the green. He's 7 over today. Curled it around the hole, yeah. Vajegas, bogey 3, double 4, bogey 8, bogey 11, bogey 14, bogey 15. He went 74, 61, and now 77. It's kind of like bingo here. 32 feet just to get this done. And nope, 6 feet past the hole. Jones, 11 and 18 chance to get in the clubhouse, as my nose itches, at 11 under par. Double ones. And Bobby Jones in conditions that are absolutely atrocious as far as wind is concerned, has fired home a 6 under 64. Vajegas continues to make a mess of the hole. And so Jones finishes at 11 under. And somehow Brooks Koepka has eagled the 14th, and he is tied for the lead. Well, 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 the battle has joined. Johnson. Two iron. Two back of Koepka and Jones. And he keeps it out of the bunker, but he found the rough, which might actually be worse. Palmer. Arnold likes that. 311 with a 3-wood. Now Johnson, 193, 15 yards, 8 iron. Just get it close. Remember, you got all day tomorrow. Don't be a hero, Billy. And he puts that within 15 feet. That was a very good putt. Or shot. Palmer, 158 with a sand wedge. And he's going right at it. .75 in Lethbridge. It's not 75 here. I'm sweating. Good morning from Alaska, Eddie Ballgame. How are you? Bobby Jones, in windy conditions, has fired a 64 to finish the third round at 11 under par. And he has now been joined by Brooks Koepka, who just eagled the 14th hole. So we'll catch the last two groups as they come in. Palmer from 17. 1 in 4 chance. This is to get to 9 under. And he curled it around the right. That makes his par. Johnson now 11 and 36. And this is to get within 1. He's muttering to himself, how did I not sink that? So there's a quick look at the board. You shoot par today, you have done some magnificent work. 2 under for Adam Scott today, too. All right, 15th hole. It's going to run long, guys, so thanks for hanging in. Koepka, look at that crosswind at minus 25. That means it's blowing 25 from right to left. Driver for Brooks. Trevino and Koepka were at 7 under on the first tee. Koepka is 4 under today. Trevino is 6 over. And Koepka hooked that so far to the left, he's in the bunker. Trevino started signing autographs on the 10th hole. So 223 here. Going to take a 3 iron. This is not a deep bunker. Every time he aims it, it changes the aim spot. So This is one of those that could go anywhere. He's just hoping to put this on the green. That's an all-world shot. That's an all-world shot. Trevino misses it to the right. Trevino has that for par, about 10 feet. All right, 31 feet for birdie. Koepka is just going to two-putt this. He leaves himself 3 feet for par. Now Trevino first. He falls to even. So Koepka makes his par and stays in the lead. Now the 14th, the par 5, it's the one that Koepka just eagled, playing 25 yards into the wind. Crosswind is at 10. DJ hopes to hit this 280. Puts this on the fairway, and he should be able to get home in 2. Right, especially on that second shot, those dots are out of bounds. Gets a good kick. On 270, he might be able to do it. Palmer. Three back. And a good shot. He definitely should be able to get home. Johnson to play first. Aim in left edge. Not sure if he can get on. It might be a little too far back with this wind. Well, you're not going to get on if you put it in the rough, and DJ did just that. 52 yards. Good news is up and down for birdie. Palmer. Going for it. Arnold can sense he can make a move here. Arnold can sense he just put that out of bounds. Oh my gosh, he lost it 40 yards to the right. And Arnold Palmer makes a huge, huge boo-boo. Now lying 4. That's a great shot. Now he lies 4. But instead of an eagle chance here, that's for par. DJ is going to slope down towards the pin. He's got a lot of green, 50 yards. Flew that further than he wanted, but he should be all right. Okay, 10 feet to stay at 8 under par. You can make a low light reel just of Arnold Palmer's bad misses. Oh my goodness. 4 feet for bogey. Now here's Johnson. 25 of 36 here. Or 5 of 9 to get within 1. Yes, he does. And Palmer makes his bogey. So we go to 16. Koepka. 162. Going to play 182. 8 iron. Tied for the lead. Here in the latter stages of a Saturday afternoon on the English coast. And he's got that for the lead. What a shot by Koepka. Within 10 feet after a beautiful 8 iron. My, oh my. Trevino, 7 iron, trying to stop the hemorrhaging. Well, he's on the putting surface. 39 feet. And he has 6 feet for par. All right, solo lead for Koepka. You thought that Bobby Jones was going to be in great shape going into tomorrow's round with some cushion. Well, if Koepka makes this, there's no cushion. 12 feet, 7 and 18 chance. Sorry, Ricky. Brooks Koepka is your solo leader here at the Open Championship. Trevino makes his par. And now the 15th into the wind. 25-yard crosswind. From right to left. Johnson still within 2. Jones done with his round at 11 under. Johnson on the 15th tee at 10. And then it's 3 shots back to Peter Thompson and Arnold Palmer. Julius Boro is at 6 under by himself. Al Balding, Chichi Rodriguez. Someone wanted Chichi in these, and so I made sure he was in. 5 under. Vijay Singh and Nick Price all having great championships. The 49ers and the Jets. You'll have to explain that pair. DJ finds the fairway. That is a beautiful shot. He hit it 334 yards. Let me get Arnold's tee shot and I'll read that. So Johnson in good shape. .281, .211 to the pin. And he'll take it. Ron! Hey, that's my name. A lot off topic. Okay. Are you familiar with the game called Quadriga from Matrix? Oh, Matrix I'm familiar with. It's a sports game of sorts and much fun to play as a turn-based chariot 4-horse management racing game. If I'm interested, you could. You could. I'm always looking for new things to play. All right. So, yeah. All right, Palmer. Going to play a 6-iron here. I'd love a good horse racing game. From Circus Maximus, I take it, is that the track? Do the Ben-Hur Classic. Oh, Palmer had the right line and didn't hit it hard enough. It hits that false front and bounces back. He's going to have about 75 feet to get up and down for par. Now Johnson, 157. Going to play a 9-iron. Right. And Johnson hits the false front. That will roll back. And he'll have about, 70 feet. Is there really? I didn't really... Cool. Fastle's a wonderful thing. I wish I could figure it out. All right, Palmer. His aim spot is 2 yards past the hole. You have to hit it over the false front. Then from there it slopes against you. All the way around, it's a tough shot. And I think he'll take it. About 9 feet. Ah, okay. So, Mr. Waterfield. I'm surprised it's not the Rams with that name. Super Bowl III, of course, that would be Joe Namath. And it's hard not to bandwagon those 80s, 90s. All right. DJ, second verse. Same as the first here. Up over that hill, the slope against you. Get it to about a foot away, or hope you can. Just stay within 2. And he gets about a 90 on that shot. He's got 5 feet for par. Now Palmer, this is to stay within 5 of the lead. And he misses the 8-footer. Now Johnson, 5 feet. 7 and 9 chance. It's a Jerry Ryan putt. You don't mess with the Borg, and Johnson moves to 9 under. The collective got him that time. He falls to 3 back. So Koepka, 30 yards into the wind on this 17th hole. Gonna blast the driver. Length is his friend here. It was 143, dead center of the fairway. Trevino got a good roll, but it rolls to the right, and it's 167 for him. He'll be first. He's on, so 142. It's playing 20 yards into the wind. A 9-iron for Brooks. $18 feet. Trevino, 30 feet for birdie. He holed it! Ha ha! So Trevino, with a big smile as he gets back to under par. It's been a long day for Lee. The wind has not been his friend. And he makes it to get back under par. Now here's Koepka from 18 feet. 1 in 6 chance for a 2-shot lead. And he just missed. It went around the hole. Eddie, that's for you. So Koepka with a par. And we go to the 16th. So the top 4 are all separate. And so tomorrow will be Koepka and Jones for our coverage at noon Eastern. Unless Johnson can kind of make a run here coming home. 8-iron. Hit a good shot, but it bounced 30 feet past the hole almost. Now Palmer. And Arnold hit that one well. And he's going to have 7-8 feet for par, or for birdie. Dustin's going to go for this. Almost has a 1 in 6 chance of making it. Leaves it 2 feet short. Cleans up his par. Palmer to get back to 1 over on the day. Yep. All right. So I'll leave that there in the chat. If you want to friend me there, go right ahead. There's no restrictions. The 18th hole. Playing today at 440 stroke average. Trevino has the honors. He loses it right. 20-yard crosswind. Please, please me, oh yeah. Abbey Road and Sergeant Pepper. Kupka loses it in the rough on the right. He's got 177, and it will all depend on his lie. $176. He has got the movie For the Help, Revolver, and Pepper. My least favorite, Let It Be. So Kupka is just going to play the 8-iron here. Hope he can get it up on the green. Even if he makes bogey, he's in the last group. He can be really no worse than tied with Bobby Jones. And that's fine. He kept it in bounds, and that's all you got to do. From 40 yards, going to aim it 2 yards to the right. Hole slopes right to left. Make your pitch and move on. Well, he's left himself some chicken on that bone. I'll take a look, Eddie. If not, try this. So Trevino is going to lag this from 45. And his nightmare is just about over. Well, a 76 for Trevino. 1 under par. And his day's done. Kupka, 50-50 shot here from 8 feet. This is to go into tomorrow with a 1-shot lead. All right. Eddie, I'll figure it out, and I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow. Well, no doubts for Mr. Cupcake, and he is in with a 65, a 5 under in these conditions. 2 bogeys. He leaves a shot on 4 or 8. You're not interrupting the stream at all. If I didn't want these interrupted, I wouldn't be doing them live. Birdies on 2, 7, 9, 13, 14, and 16. And the Cupcake is in the driver's seat tomorrow. And so the last group goes to the 17th hole. Arnold Palmer at 7 under. Going to give this all he's got. If he gets one coming home, he's got a snowball's chance tomorrow. I don't know what the weather's going to be. The computer has set the weather for all these rounds. If we get Friday's conditions again, look out. But this has been rough. Crowd likes it. And so does Palmer, 282, right down Broadway. Now DJ. All right, I'll look. I'll friend you, and whoever that is there. Mr. Johnson with the driver left it short, but it's on the short stuff. He'll have 176 into the wind. He's going to lose 20 yards and 5 yards left to right or right to left. I don't care about that. 7-iron, really in between clubs here. He leaves it short, but he's on the dance floor from about 18 feet. He'll take it. Now Palmer, 147. Going to play a 9-iron, 165. And again, you get one in here, he's in good shape. About 12 feet. 18 feet for Johnson for birdie. 2 and 9 chance here. This is to get to 10 under and 2 behind Kupka. Just short. And now Palmer from 10 feet down the hill. 5 and 18. Or 8 under par. So Arnold Palmer. Nope, that's definitely not me. Eddie, I'll look you up after. Don't worry about it, buddy. I might have said it so I can only accept people who I friend. So, I'll get you. I'll get you. All right, 18th hole. Last hole of the day. Thank you so much for the 7 of you who have watched the last 2 hours and 6 minutes. I greatly appreciate it. Crosswind here at 20. Palmer has the honors. Control drive. You do not want to find those bunkers. Leave it short. Leave it in the fairway. And try to go for that green. But however, the stroke average is 439. Palmer's lost it to the right 180 yards. To the rough, so it'll depend on the lie. DJ. Control driver. 162. Chalkboard definition of what you want to do here. So Palmer. You can't get there, I don't think. Wow. All right. Just get this on the putting surface. I don't think he can find the out of bounds in the back. But I'm not paid to think. I'm paid to narrate. Right? Right? Big clue. Palmer leaves it about 100 feet short, but he's on the fairway. And for Johnson, no comment. 161 with a 15-yard left to right crosswind. So 9 iron. How about that shot? That was all over the place. He and his caddy had a long conversation about club and what to play and yada, yada, yada. He settles for the 9 iron, and he gets it to within 3 feet to get within 2 of Kupka tomorrow. So Palmer going to aim it 2 yards to the right. Oh, chunked it, running long. Now at 18 feet for par. Or 16 feet. 1 in 4 chance for Arnie. Even I know that's 25%. Nope, you're going to lose it again. Clears the way for Dustin Johnson. This is for a 2 under 68. He's got it. He's got it. 35 and 33. And Dustin Johnson, by the way, has finished the first 3 rounds with 83 putts. And so here's how we got there. Kupka, what a run. He was even par through 8 and then went for that run. Birdied 13, eagled 14, birdied 16. Jones starts the day at 5 under. He got to 12 under and then rebounded with a birdie on 18 to get to 11 under. And Dustin Johnson, a steady round. in conditions that were absolutely terrible. Al Balding, by the way, good round for him. So the course average today, 3 over par, 73.11. That's my button. And that'll do. Thank you so much for changing the A's name. Really? I have no idea why. Anyway, so that'll do. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ron Juckett. We'll talk to you tomorrow at noon for the exciting conclusion. It'll be Brooks Koepka and Bobby Jones for your dancing and dining pleasure. Oh, stop it. Stop it, Big Clue. You had me there. You had me there. All right, so Bobby Jones and Brooks Koepka tomorrow for the Open Championship. Noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, 10 Mountain Time, 5 British Summer Time in the afternoon. Thanks for hanging with me. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow for the championship. Until then, so long and good night from Royal St. George's.